We're going to take outdated thrifted decor and turn it into gorgeous high-end fall decorations. And we're going to have a quick and fun project at the end that you don't want to miss. The first project is this large pumpkin that I thrifted for $4.99. My daughter said it looked like something from the Dollar General in 1988. I lightly scuff sanded it and then I gave it another clean. My goal is to make this pumpkin more cohesive with my decor and something that I can keep out until Christmas. I decided to paint it this beautiful green color. I looked on Pinterest and found a few different examples, and I thought this would be a really pretty color for a pumpkin. You know, when you go to the pumpkin patch, or at least around here in Georgia when we go, there's always some green pumpkins and all kinds of different pumpkins. So I thought that I'd paint it this beautiful, cool green color. So I gave it 2 coats. This is Alchemy by Fusion, the new paint line by Fusion. It has 3 key ingredients: acrylic, limestone, and chalk. It paints on like a dream, and it gives you this very beautiful powder coat finish. After I painted 2 different coats of paint, you see that powder coat finish right there? That's what I'm talking about. I then took out some bayberry, which was a completely different green or shade of green, and I'm just going to go into the creases because I want it to look a little bit more realistic and not so flat. But after I put it in the creases, I'm also going back with some more of that thyme, so we'll just darken it up a little bit without seeing that bayberry color. My name is Emily. I'm with J. Bowen & Company. I'm so glad that you're here today. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Y'all stick around. We have several more projects that I think you're really going to enjoy. This is going to be a fun video. We're making over some fall-inspired projects. I recently listed 2 new paintbrushes on my website. These are the new Alchemy paintbrushes. They come in 2 different sizes, the medium and the small size. I'm now taking some liming wax from Fusion Mineral Paint. This is their very buttery soft white wax, and I'm going to spread some all over this entire pumpkin. I'm going to take a paper towel and wipe off the excess white wax. If your pumpkin is too white, you can come back with a baby wipe or wet wipe as well. I liked how it looked as is, so I'm going to keep it this way. You could also get a completely different effect with either an antiquing wax or a black wax. Which color wax would you use on your pumpkin? If you like how this pumpkin turned out, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. The next project are these 2 decorative tiles that I picked up for $2 each. I thought that I could make them over to look more cohesive with my kitchen decor. These are some shelves in my kitchen with my little collection. I went ahead and gave it a coat of black spray paint, and then I thought that I would use some milk paint to make it look like some of the old vintage ceiling tiles. I'm using the color Mojito from Fusion milk paint, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the milk paint and then I'm going to pour an equal amount of water. I'm going to stir it up really good and then let it sit for about 10 minutes. After it sits for about 10 minutes, you're then going to stir it back up. I forgot to use my little milk paint whisk. Instead, I'm using just a little popsicle stick. But now I'm going to give it a coat of paint with this Mojito milk paint. Now, the first coat of paint never looks very good. It's going to take about 3 coats of paint on each of these tiles to give full coverage. In between each coat of paint, you're going to hit it with your heat gun so that it gets that nice chippy crackle if that's the desired look that you want, and that is the look I'm going for. After 1 coat of paint, you can see that some crackle is starting to show up. The best part of milk paint is you never know exactly how your piece will turn out. At the same time, I'm also going ahead and I'm batch painting this second tile. Now that I'm putting on the second coat, you can see that the coverage is much better. I'm going to hit it 1 more time for the final time. If you don't want your piece to have any crackle or chippiness, just don't hit it with the heat gun. Just skip that step. The metal was really hot from the heat gun, so I let it cool down, and then I took out my sanding block, and I'm going to go all over the top of this piece, and I'm just going to sand it down. Some of that metal will be exposed, and then it will also take off some of that milk paint that had chipped. So I went ahead and I just hit it there on my counter so that some of that would come off. I'm now taking some hemp oil and I'm just going to squirt it on my piece and rub it in with my hand. Hemp oil, it makes your piece food safe, and it's a great protector for your project, and it's also really good for your cuticles. I'm now carrying the hemp oil in this little sample size, so it's a little bit more cost effective, and you can try it out in a smaller size as well. I also have the larger sizes too. If you're interested in purchasing any of these paints or products that you see in this video, I'll have a link to my website right over there in the description. You can wipe off the hemp oil immediately, or you can let it soak in for a little bit. This also seals your piece completely. After I have let it soak in just a little bit, I'm wiping it back with a paper towel, and then we're going to take some aging wax from Fusion. You could use the black wax or the dark brown wax. In this case, I'm using the dark brown wax. And then I'm going to just apply it with a paintbrush all over my piece, just so it gets down in all those little cracks and crevices. And then I'm going to wipe it back with a paper towel, and it's going to show all of those cracks and chippiness a little bit more. And it actually looked a little bit rusty. And now I think this piece actually looks like a much older piece than before, and it has a lot more character than the original look. I love how these tiles ended up turning out. If you do, let me know as well. And if you're still watching this video, please leave me a heart emoji in the comments so I know that you're still here. We are going to be doing a fun and quick little project here. We're taking some bookmarks that I had previously purchased from Amazon. It was a pack of a whole bunch of them. They're made out of wood. They're really good quality bookmarks. These can be used for gift tags or bookmarks, or I think these would be fun little favors at your Thanksgiving dinner. You can make little tags, like name tags for the plates. But what we're going to do is we're going to take out some fall colors. This is the Terracotta by Alchemy. I used some of that thyme right there in the middle, and now I'm using the color clay, and then I'm going to do a few in the color Harvest. It's a beautiful mustard yellow color. These dried overnight, and now I'm taking out the Autumn's Blessing stamp set from IOD. This is one of the new release sets. I love this set. I've already done another 1 or 2 videos using this same set, so if you haven't checked those out, you should. I'm just going to take these turkeys and pumpkins and wheat, and I am just going to stamp these up. These make really cute bookmarks, or on a gift bag. You could put them on a ball of wine, or as a place setting, something like that. So I'm doing these for the fall, but y'all just think what you could do with the Christmas wishes and all of the new Christmas stamp sets. If y'all haven't checked those out, I would recommend heading to my website and picking those up. There are some beautiful, beautiful stamps, and I think you would love those if you haven't gotten those. I still have some more of the transfers and inlays. I still have some of everything, I believe. I don't think I've sold out of any of the items yet, but they're going fast, and if you're interested in any of those, you can head over to my website. But aren't these fun? I think they turned out so cute. I am going to do the rest of these on a live probably sometime this week, because I didn't have much time to embellish these bookmarks, or whatever you want to call them. But you could put waxes, you could put gold, you could put stamps on the back. There are so many different ideas. You could use really cute ribbons and things like that, but I'm just going to use some twine right here, cut it, loop it around. That's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed these fall inspired projects. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you're in the mood for more thrift flips, there will be some thrift flips right there on the screen, so y'all check one of those out, and I'll talk to you guys in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great week.